Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Downsizing 101. Okay, so the first thing that you have to figure out is why are you downsizing? So are you downsizing to a smaller home? Are you just trying to get rid of clutter in your home? Or maybe you're just going to sell everything like we did and just get rid of your home altogether. So just kind of decide, why am I doing this in the first place? Because you're going to need to know that, because you're going to have to come back to that when you're in the middle of it and you kind of get sick of the whole thing. The next thing is to start small. So don't start like in your bedroom or your closet, because it's going to be really easy to get overwhelmed. So start with a simple place, like maybe a coat closet or some place like that, where you'll be able to just attack it and finish it fairly quickly, and you're not going to have really a ton of sentimental type things in there. So usually coat closet is pretty straightforward. You've got, maybe like some old shoes, a zillion different types of coats and jackets for everyone in your family, and usually, some boxes and things like that. Next thing is to not feel too bad about when you're going through your things, about throwing away your kids' artwork from like the 4th grade. You can only keep that stuff for so long, and honestly, I just asked my kids, hey, do you guys want this? And they both said no very quickly to the things that I was thinking about tossing out. So once I knew they didn't want it, then I didn't keep them either, because what's the point of keeping something like this? So anything that I felt like really bad or uncomfortable about throwing out, what I did was I took a picture of it, and now I have an album on my phone where I have those special things, a picture of those very few items that I kind of had a special memory attached to from my kids when they were younger. Took a picture of them, and now they're sitting in an album on my phone, and I don't have to worry about having to store those items, because they do add up pretty quickly. Next thing is, the second that you decide that you're going to be downsizing, stop buying stuff, okay? It's not going to help you to bring stuff into the house, all right? So wait until you've completely finished downsizing to whatever it is that you're going to do, and then if you have to make a purchase, then make that purchase. But the second you decide, I'm going to be downsizing, stop buying things. Next is to join online groups. So I personally loathe doing garage sales and even going to garage sales, not for any reason other than I don't want to, have the hassle of dickering with people for, will you buy this shovel for $2? It's like, just take it, so that kind of stuff kind of frustrates me. So I don't bother with garage sales, and I basically joined a bunch of these groups online where you can sell stuff through Facebook groups or Facebook Marketplace for some of the bigger items. Yes, it may take up a little bit more of your time, but I felt like I actually ended up getting more for the items than originally, and I felt pretty comfortable. There's a lot of safe places to meet people, so you don't have to have them come to your home unless they're buying something really big. Then just make sure that somebody else is home and you're not just letting someone into your house by yourself. So just being safe there. And then it's okay to store things. So like I mentioned earlier, we sold almost everything from our home, probably 90 to 95% of what was in our home total. Our son moved with his things to Chicago, so he has his things in his own apartment in Chicago, but our daughter's still in college, so we still had some of her things that we needed to store, because she can't have everything, all of her belongings in her whole wardrobe at college. So there are a few of her things that we're storing, and a few of her childhood things that she wanted to keep personally. So those are in storage, and then of course we have the rest of our wardrobe. We only travel with so many different clothes with us when my husband and I are traveling in long chunks of time, and so we have that stuff. And then we have a few things still in storage, like our sleep number bed and things like that we're hoping to use at some point, or maybe we'll be selling it. Stay tuned. So don't feel bad about storing stuff in a storage unit. And just realizing that you're so much more than your living space. So, if the longer you've been in a home, the harder it is to kind of break away from it. We moved around quite a bit. There was really only one home that we lived in for over 10 years. But other than that, the other homes we were in, we were probably only in for about 2 to 3 years. And yeah, there was something special about each one, and I kind of have, those memories, and I know that our kids do too. But honestly, you're more than that living space. Your family is more than that living space. So don't make it about the living space, because the family continues, and your family continues, and your memories continue outside of that living space. So don't let that inhibit you from downsizing. So hope you enjoyed these tips and this information about downsizing 101. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Sign up for notifications by hitting the little notification bell. And if you enjoyed it and you got a lot out of it, share it also on social media with your friends. And I hope to see you on the next video, guys.